was not a good day today. I got carried away. I told you it wasn't a good day.
There we go.
This was not a good day today. I found out I was unfriended. Not on Facebook. I read it in the obituaries. And I just celebrated my 81st birthday. I'd rather have the time. Not just here, anywhere. And I'll tell you, when you're 80, it comes with a lot of problems. And my biggest problem is I happen to like older women. Where can you find a 95-year-old cougar? It's so hard to come by. And I want one with their own teeth. None of this toothless cougar crap. And they seem to have vanished. I used to have no problem. I go to the nearest senior center. I go to the day room. We called it the petting zoo. And you had to fight them off with a cane. But they seem to vanish, and they're still on my bucket list. You know, when you're old, that's what you have is a bucket list. And it shows you how times have changed. Now she's on a bucket list. A year ago, she was on my bucket list. And I still have one dream, one fantasy. I take my cougar lady out for dining, and all the heads turn. I hear a voice say, "He must be the new boy toy." Ah, dream on. I started to do stand-up comedy recently, and I get a lot of teasing from friends and family, as you can imagine. And, for example, one friend said, "Maybe I'll come see you because my new girlfriend likes old Jews." I said, "I know an old Jew that likes new girlfriends." And some of the young guys, you know, they're 50 years younger than me, 60 years younger, and I try to blend. And we go out for drinks and everything, and one of them has become a bad influence. The other day, he handed me a joint, and force of habit, I rubbed Bengay on it. It helped. I felt better. But, you know, I'll tell you the truth. I really cannot relate to the young guys, to their comedy. Have you noticed all they want to do, the guys, is talk about their penis? That's their whole act. My penis this, my penis that. Oh, my penis! You know what's inscribed on mine? Best diffused before 1995. My mother had a thing about shelf life of kosher products. But I could tell stories, you know, when I was younger. I was once told I was a sexual Superman. And I remember the exact words. She looked me right in the eyes and said, "My God, you're faster than a speeding bullet." I got annoyed. Finally, I started to simmer, and I got so pissed. I got up from the bed, threw the money in her face, and I walked out. But I came back to collect my change. I was a clinical psychologist before I started doing all this nonsense. And I'm really, when I first started, I noticed that some of the young patients coming for therapy, the new patients, have a lot more problems than the other patients, a lot more problems. So I charged them more. I got the idea from the airlines, you know, excess baggage. And as a psychologist, I'm really fascinated with the whole Cosby situation. Why would somebody who could have all the consensual sex he could possibly want, why would he resort to what he did? It just doesn't make sense. The psychologists have a name for it. They call it paraphilia. And what it boils down to is that he gets highly aroused and reaches orgasm just as he's about to penetrate his nearly comatose, non-sexually responsive partner. Why doesn't he try a Jewish woman? He wouldn't, you know, he wouldn't have to use roofies, you know, aspirins he would have to use. And he could get all the women he wants on J-Date. And on J-Date, you know, I get quite an education from the younger comics. It's one of the places where you don't have to send dick pics. I'm a good learner. And because the women on J-Date don't care what your thing looks like. They only care how you look. And that's because when they have children, they want them to look Jewish. Not too Jewish, just Jewish enough. So instead of, you don't have to worry about dick pics, but it would help to send nose pics. The other day, and I'll finish with this, I noticed my legs were very swollen, and the doctor said because of my age, it could be serious. So he prescribed compression stockings for me. And it got me thinking how this is another way that I'm so different from young guys. They think about safe sex, and I think about safe socks. They want the swelling to go up, and I want it to go down. Well, my time's about up, which is what my doctor keeps telling me. I'm George Saltz. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was great.
Excuse me. Let me get out of here.
You gotta go.
George Saltz, let him hear it, everyone.
Hey, George.
Wow.